NCEA, four letters that have come to be a dirty word in some circles. The introduction of a new secondary school qualification was always expected to have teething problems, but how long are teething problems supposed to last? There are, however, alternatives to NCEA if you're prepared to pay for them. More schools are adopting different regimes as more parents and students become dissatisfied with NCEA. And today, one of those schools, the Auckland International College, celebrated its graduation. This school expects excellence and chooses the best and brightest. And those teenagers believe NCEA doesn't help them. This from Sophia Winborn.
Hi, my name's Naomi Jones. I'm 18 years old and I'm going to be hopefully studying chemical engineering at Cambridge University.
Hi, I'm Will Scarrold. I'm 15 and I want to study theoretical physics at Cambridge.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Toe. I'm 17 and I've been accepted into law and economics at King's College London and the London School of Economics.
You may have picked up these students are what you'd call high achievers. They're graduating today from Auckland International College, and they are not the exception to the rule. All the students here are motivated, bright young things.
We've had entrants into Cambridge, MIT, Cornell, Princeton. I mean, the list goes on, and that's out of a graduating class of 50. It's incredible.
Makes you wonder what they're putting in the water, doesn't it? But it's not the water, and it's not NCEA either, because AIC students do international baccalaureate exams. You've probably heard of the Cambridge exams some schools offer instead of NCEA. Similarly, International Baccalaureate, or IB, is an internationally recognised pre-university diploma with a reputation for rigorous assessment for just these kind of students.
It gives students the opportunity to attend the best universities in the world. They're crying out for IB students. NCEA is also recognised. I'm aware of some students who have gone to Cambridge, who have gone to Oxford with an NCEA qualification. However, that transition is a lot harder to achieve with an NCEA qualification than an IB.
Which is exactly why Naomi, Will and Cheryl left their NCEA schools to come here.
It was challenging me and I thought that it was, but I guess coming to IB and to a different school, I faced a new level of competition that forced me to not be content with good marks, but to go for the best marks.
I felt I had a really good knowledge of each subject, and in the textbook I could answer all the questions, but when it came to assessments, I would just get I'd make small mistakes, but then get graded right down to sort of achieved or merit. And yeah, it just really frustrated me.
You didn't think it reflected your knowledge?
No, not at all.
I didn't really have to study very much, and the work was quite easy, and my mum was actually getting quite worried that I wasn't studying at all and getting pretty good grades.
It's a trap not just for young players, but for their teachers too.
As my experience with the NCEA has shown me that students, and to a lesser degree, but sometimes teachers, target areas just to achieve the standard. So it narrows the focus of the education down. Well, myself, I was teaching maths, and I fell into the trap myself of having not enough time, having to get through a number of standards, and therefore having to teach not how I would have taught the whole global module, targeting certain parts of that because I knew that those were the areas that were more likely to be assessed. Therefore I taught less and worried about assessment more.
I wasn't very motivated at Maclean's. I was content, like Naomi said, to get average or just a bit above average grades. But as you come to a place where so many people have so much aspirations to be the best that they can, it doesn't seem so appropriate to just slack off and just do what you can to get by.
So, after years of hard work and the kind of dedication the rest of us only dream of having, Naomi, Will and Cheryl are graduating. But do you see who I see? Isn't that Prime Minister Helen Clark, leader of the Labour Party, the party that introduced NCEA?
But I think with this prestigious qualification under the belts of those who are graduating today, and with the time at the Auckland International College behind you, you as young people have the confidence to go on and tackle anything that you aspire to.
But hang on, isn't that confidence inspired by a school that shunned NCEA?
Very much so. It's been largely oriented to international students, and at the beginning it was about 84%. And of course, those students have probably come with parents thinking that they want that internationally recognised and standardised qualification. That's not to say it should be offered right through our school system, but it's certainly a valid option for people who want to pay for this kind of education.
There's a general feeling here amongst staff and students that NCEA breeds mediocrity instead of excellence.
That's not my view, and it's not generally the view held throughout the educational system. I know schools like my old school, Epsom Girls Grammar, which is one of our top academic schools, has been very committed to making NCEA work, and so have many other top schools.
But the worry for Helen Clark's government must be that the number of Kiwi kids taking up this alternative is growing. 25% of the roll at AIC is now local and growing every year. Would you have got into Cambridge if you'd stuck at Glendowie?
I really don't think so. I think, firstly, my marks wouldn't have been good enough, and secondly, NCEA I really don't think would have been as accepted as IB.
Just 2 schools in New Zealand offer international baccalaureate, but CLASEB understands at least 4 other schools, private and state, are looking at adopting the qualification.